Hello, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime, where I like to tell the stories of the real cucuys and lloronas of the world. We are at part 2 of the Kristel Candelario case. As a reminder, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is very strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. In June of 2023, 31-year-old Kristel Candelario left her 16-month-old baby alone for 10 days while she traveled to Detroit and Puerto Rico, living her best life while her baby was left alone to die. There's infamous pictures of this trip. Pictures of Kristel smiling on the beach, hugging other people, happy on vacation, while her infant daughter was in the trenches of the 4 plastic dingy walls that was her playpen. Kristel returned home to Ohio on June 16th of 2023. She found her daughter dead. Kristel cared no mind about ever changing her 16-month-old baby when she left to go on her 10-day vacation, but she made sure to change her before the police arrived. Proceeded to change the baby into clean clothes and dialed 911. In the 911 call, Kristel sounds extremely distressed, appalled, and confused as to why Jaylene was not waking up. Levántate, she kept saying, which is Spanish for get up. How was she supposed to get up, Kristel, when you left her there alone to die? And when she came back, of course, she had the audacity to perform a real-life telenovela talking about Levántate to your 16-month-old baby you left alone. Cleveland Division of Police found Jaylene unresponsive, and paramedics declared her dead at the scene. In their report, they made sure to make note of Jaylene, how she appeared emaciated, very bony, thin, with sunken eyes, dry lips, and fecal matter in her mouth and underneath her fingernails. The baby was found dead, unresponsive, soiled with shit and piss in her playpen. Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office, in the autopsy report, lists Jaylene's cause of death to be starvation and severe dehydration. Jaylene also weighed 7 pounds less than her previous doctor's checkup in April of that year. In stark contrast with her 911 call, when questioned by police, she seemed very calm. Body cam footage released showed Kristel lying to responding officers about having been with her daughter before she died. Being questioned, she said that her baby had been vomiting the past 4 days and did not say anything about being on a 10-day vacation. Kristel lied and said that last night she was supposedly with her baby and that she was crying a lot, especially when she took a shower, that the baby was screaming a lot, and it could have been from pain. The bottom liner of the playpen / pack and play was soiled and saturated with feces and urine. Also, a pack and play or playpen is supposed to be, as the name says it, to play in for short periods of time, maybe an hour or so, maybe longer if the baby takes a nap in there, but never overnight. And I also understand that everyone lives differently, and I can understand how this could be a sleeping situation for others, and that's fine. A well cared for baby is okay, but this real life monster left her baby in the playpen for 10 days. A neighbor's front door camera caught Jaylene's last cries. In her final moments, she cried for her mama. Kristel Candelario was charged with murder. She was arrested on June 18th of 2023 and held on a $1 million bond. After the news of the case broke, the school district Kristel worked for fired her. According to the Department of Children and Family Services, there was no record of any previous cases involving Kristel. Neighbors reported that Kristel had a habit of leaving her baby alone, unattended. In fact, she had an older daughter, the 7-year-old, from a previous relationship who, from all accounts, was being practically raised by her maternal grandparents, aka Kristel's mom and dad. They were devout religious people who only talked about God during Kristel's jail calls. Neighbor testified that in August of 2022, they agreed to babysit Jaylene for the weekend, and that weekend turned into almost 2 months. This neighbor reported that calls and texts to Kristel went unanswered. Kristel finally picked up her baby from her neighbors after 6 weeks. The neighbor goes on to say, and I quote, "I was the one calling her saying, look, I need milk, I need money. I don't have money to buy milk for your baby. What am I supposed to do?" End quote. That neighbor had a 13-year-old daughter who said, and I quote, "Jaylene really didn't deserve what happened to her. She was amazing and really adorable, and I miss her a lot." Neighbors were heartbroken when the news about Jaylene's death came out. They said that they would have gladly watched her if Kristel had asked.